Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Arthenex Plays Pillars of Eternity. So we have just taken care of Pernisic's house, and maybe I'm gonna keep checking out Copper Lane, I think. So maybe we'll go over to Limdala's house, see if maybe she's got it, or he, I guess, could be, has a quest for us. Colorblind mode, huh? Fortunately, or, no offense to anybody who's colorblind, but I will say fortunately I don't need to use that. Light of Dawn and... Okay, Cocoa. Looks like a food. Somehow none of this is stealing. Well, I'm not going to complain.
Huh?
Can't unlock that?
Hey.
Oh, need the key.
All right, then.
Looks like a place to come for a quest that I haven't found yet. Alright, well, we will continue to explore.
How's the hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
Prone, stunned, paralyzed, and petrified, huh? The stealing? Yes. Spill tea, empty ink pots, and one detailed sketch of a fire-breathing old dwarf, all that remain of a long study session.
Good day to you.
By Wiles' eyeless face, you are one short ogre. But why are you green, and how are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? What are you talking about? Your ducks, your green skin. Should I speak louder, slower? Let me know. You're a scrivener? I read books, I write books. I once ate a book, but only because it looked like a sweet pie. Or perhaps it was sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh, I'm also a collector of herbs, flowers, plants. I sell them. Mostly I eat them. Tell me about the dormitory. Looks like you sleep. I'm a scrivener. This maze life smells like old stockings. Alright, let's see what you've got. Nothing I'm interested in right now. Lots of scriveners. Who don't do their dishes. Alright, well, let's check out the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Oh, we got a couple more soul fragments. Another rune's oblate. You see a small crowd gathering near the entrance to a temple. This man stands against the wall, with the crowd forming in a semicircle around him. He speaks with a calm, measured tone, his soothing voice carrying over the sounds of the surrounding city. He speaks of the world, history, the gods, and religion. He speaks of cooking, brewing, child-raising, and old wives' tales. There does not seem to be a subject he lacks at least a passing knowledge in. People ask him questions and he answers them in turn, sometimes being detailed and in-depth, other times only giving a general answer. Regardless of what is said, all of his answers seem to hit to the heart of what was asked, each person satisfied with what they learned. People come and go from the crowd, its size growing and shrinking, but never completely dissipating. Hours pass and he never seems to tire, sharing his knowledge with anyone who would benefit from it. As the light of day wanes, the group finally growing small enough that he draws everything to a close. As he gathers his belongings and prepares to leave, a man approaches him, asking him why he does this. He asks for no money, no food, what benefit is gained from his actions. He looks at the man, gathering his thoughts, and then simply tells him, "Knowledge brings wisdom. That is my faith." You see a dark room, its contents in disarray. The blinds are pulled against the light, and the sounds of shouting and running can be heard outside. This man moves through the house, throwing items into a bag. He wraps up his food, collects some clothes, and searches through a chest for various odds and ends that resemble magical components. He stops at a bookshelf and quickly sands the spines, running his fingers along them to help it keep his place. He sighs, sliding his finger across the spines again, mumbling to himself. Finally, he chooses a couple of titles and takes them from the shelf, adding them to the assortment of items he has already gathered. A small group of squirrels and birds watch him as he passes through the rooms, moving almost as a single entity. They are trying to stay near him, but also seem to know to stay out of his way. He is obviously in a hurry, but he maintains a deliberate demeanor about everything he does. The outer door bursts open with an explosive sound, causing the animals to scatter, terrified. The man turns, bringing a hand up, holding a book in his other, whispering something that can barely be heard. Ice crystals begin to form at the tips of his fingers, crackling against the heat of the room. He sees the man standing in the doorway and immediately drops his hands, the ice vanishing as quickly as it appeared. The man in the doorway gestures, telling him to hurry, and points to the horizon somewhere outside. The man in the house dismisses him with a wave, saying he is almost done here and will be coming soon. He scans the dwelling one more time, searching for something he might have missed. Satisfied, he leaves, not even bothering to close the door. Outside, he can see people, all prepared as he is, traveling away from the town, away from the rising plumes of smoke on the horizon. Makes you kind of wonder, if someone were to do a soul reading on you, what part of your life would they see? What's the most important thing that's happened in your life? Not that these are necessarily...
I'd wager there are more than a few banned books in here.
Makes you wonder.
Welcome.
Anyway. You're welcome to browse the stacks, but mind that you keep your voice down. This is still a temple, after all, and Grimda doesn't tolerate disorder. This is a temple? It looks like a library. That's because it is. Whale is the god of mysteries and answers, encryption and decryption, concealment and revelation. Its guidance comes from the understanding of the unknown and the protection of hidden knowledge. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries was built to celebrate that. That didn't really answer my questions. Yes, it is a library of sorts. Temples dedicated to Whale tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. We use that knowledge to unravel and preserve the mysteries of the world. Anything else? Who's Grimda? Why, she's the High Archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. Nothing goes on here without her knowing about it. Well, almost nothing anyway. You should probably tread lightly around her today. Tell me about yourself. I'm a scrivener and devotee of Whale. It's my duty to look after our records and resources. Farewell. Is she a human or an Orlan? I guess she's a human. Is this a death god-like? Looks like it. You see nothing at first, inky darkness filling your vision, the dust of eons flooding your nose. You hear a strike, a torch gutters into flame, revealing a man without a face and a library of books flickering in a dull orange glow. He moves from the closest shelf, sliding the torch into a socket, and gingerly pulls a black-bound book into his trembling hands. He flicks through it lovingly, caressing each page before turning to the next, and the next. Finally, he finishes, placing the book in a satchel to his side, and takes down the torch. He spends hours wandering, reading, collecting, until a satchel is as thick as he himself and half as heavy, and begins to make his way to the entrance. With a barely audible sigh, he draws two decaying doors closed, and the torch is extinguished. So, I have a quest to look in the library. Is it this one? This one. Might be records of the Saints War in an archive in the Ducal Palace. So not this place.
Welcome.
An elderly dwarf surveys the stacks. Her skin looks tough and wrinkled as a walnut. Despite her stature, she manages to look down her nose at you. Well, I am a dwarf. You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scriveners continue their search. Wouldn't do to give them any other excuses. What are they looking for? Maybe I could find it. Could you now? You certainly couldn't do worse than this lot, anyway. Thieves made off with an ancient scroll of wheel. They intend to blaspheme by selling that which should remain hidden, a secret of the 100 Visions. The guards caught one of them, but were overzealous in their interrogation. All they could pierce together it was something about a farmhouse and the road to Deerford. Track the thieves down. I don't care what you do with them, but bring back the scroll. Wheel rewards the persistent searcher, and so do I. What do you know about the thieves? Very little, except they were foolish to believe they could steal from the God of Secrets. That, and they were fleeing to a farmhouse. How should I handle them? However you like, kill them, rob them, leave them, it makes no difference to me. I'll consider it one of Wheel's mysteries. What's so special about the scroll? It's a parable, the kind that nourishes the inquisitive mind and poisons the foolish. Okay. That's the rub, isn't it? Wheel is a god of things hidden and revealed. The more of the 100 Visions one sees, the more one has yet to discover. The other feeling is an essential part of his divinity. 100 Visions. Trip of reverence for Wheel's many revelations. Despite the name, they're infinite. Each epiphany leads to yet another enigma. And I thought I was busy. Cute. This must be their private quarters, huh? No entry into the archives without Grimda's permission. Elder Archives. Alright. Well, we picked up a new quest at least. And I think that's going to do it for this quarter. Where should we go next? The First Fires. Oh, the Catacombs. We haven't been there yet. Brackenbury. I think we'll head to First Fires, but let's check out the Catacombs first. Sounds intriguing. You see an older dwarf counting coins behind a grimy shop window, hair limp with grease and sweat, a sneer playing around the edges of his pinched mouth. The bargains of the day lie scattered across the table, from tarnished, tawdry jewelry to an acid-encrusted dagger lying precariously near the edge. His half-nose twitches in anticipation as a customer enters, a disheveled young noble, a once-white doublet stained with a life gone wrong. Eyes dart behind him, searching for pursuit, before he dumps the contact of his Hessian bag on the table. The dwarf leans forward, fingers flickering through the silverware and assorted goblets. He shakes his head emphatically, sneer fully settled, shoving the items back at the man. The man pleads, begs, eyes rolling panicked in their sockets, asking for something, anything, a few silvers. The dwarf leers and tosses 3 copper pans on the table. Desperate, the young marble tears a signet ring from his finger, to the dwarf's ill-concealed delight. A few more coins go into the pile, and the defeated man, swearing stitches under his breath, exits the shop. The venerable dwarf grins at his good fortune, picking food out of his 2 sharp teeth as he examines his haul. Character's biography writes himself. Well, maybe I'll look at that. This just smells something sludge. This looks like a soul encounter. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries towards you as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place, come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know its name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razored-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. You all right? Looked almost like you lost your footing there for a minute. It feels that way when I see into the ether. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individuals become elders, or a lone set of tracks in the snow. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far in search of something great, but even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about him. He just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer him up, so I let him. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. There's the troll.
Aye? These ones are in for a walloping!
That's hilarious.
Quickly
I didn't
and
realize he would speak with his other voice.
Right.
To reload the crossbow.
Quae silves mitum.
The door open when I attack the troll, or did I step on it?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Do that.
Ha! Got him.
Okay.
Got him.
Oops. Maybe I just clicked on the door by
Quae
accident.
silves mitum.
Retreat. Not that it really matters. One lesser black ooze is no big deal. Ah, there's what I was worried about. Greater black ooze. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the monk. Why does she always have to go in first?
Huh?
You. Get out of the way
Yeah.
so she can retreat.
Hey.
Alright, you go in first this time.
Eh?
Okay,
Yeah.
then you behind her. And then the three of you over here.
Eh?
Do another one of those. Do that. Cleric. Sure, do one of those. And
Ready, Watcher.
might as well mark it. Did I kill it? I guess I did.
Yeah.
Well, that was easier than I
Quete
thought.
silves mitu.
Well, don't just stand there. Kill it.
Right.
What on earth?
Quickly and quietly.
Some sort of ritual hall or burial chamber, I guess, would be more a more accurate way of saying that. It's a lot of gold. What am I up to now? Back up to 5,000.
Hey. All right, then.
Quete silves mitu.
More oozes.
Huh?
Settle!
Did I have to do anything particular this fight?
Settle!
Wait, why
Eh?
are you just standing there?
Let's go!
Alright. You fully...
All right, then.
We learned everything there is to know about black oozes, apparently. It's too bad, because I expect we're going to be fighting quite a few more of them here. Another memorial. So many of them. Even my exploratory nature has limits. I'm not going to read every memorial.
Quickly and quietly.
No traps. 20% DR6. This is slightly heavier armor than a fine robe. Out of curiosity, minus 45%. DR6. Minus 20%. What is my hunter using again? DR7 minus 25%. Okay. Alright, I guess that's fine.
Hey. All right, then.
Quete silves mitu.
The one time I don't check for a trap. Alright, well, I'll be more diligent. in the
Quickly and
future.
quietly.
Find mail armor. Plate armor just seems really tough to beat for its combination of
Keeping quiet.
damage reducing properties. Jasper, I need that for the acid damage enchant, I believe, if I remember correctly. This area is quite big.
Puede silmes mito.
Will not take long.
Puede silmes mito. Huh?
Eh? Dead on! Ah, got it.
Of course.
Can't go through there, even though the bars are bent. Skeletal fighter. This looks like it might be a slightly harder fight.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey. All right.
Puede silmes mito.
A little low on spells, but let's do a quick
I'm
armor
here.
of faith anyway. You
Yes?
guys move into the area of effect.
Right then.
Try something else! Spot on! You...
Okay, I take it back. Nothing hard about that fight.
Hey. Hey.
Puede silmes mito.
Here's where they all are. Why don't you guys focus on the wizard?
Yeah.
Use your Swift Strikes ability.
Oh?
Yes?
Give me a necrotic lance. Whoa, what is doing all this damage to my monk? Must be the wizard. Yeah, use that.
Got you!
And then go attack the other wizard. No, wait, not you. You
Yeah.
go attack the other wizard. Wow, 9 wounds.
Oh?
Do you have any healing left? Not until you get there. I'm just gonna have to hope she survives until she gets there. Okay, she did. Alright. You give me a force of anguish.
Oh?
Give me a heal on the monk. The rest of you guys will be okay.
Not quite.
She nailed him with force of anguish and then dropped. That's too bad.
Huh?
Just give me one of these. Okay.
That's not very helpful.
This will use my range abilities a little bit more.
Of course.
Let's do
Yes.
a triage on.
Let's try something else.
Hey,
Stash all of that. Stash all of that.
of course.
Okay.
Slow and silent.
Trapped? No. Okay, I'm gonna check out this route first.
Steady does it. Right.
See if there's any traps up here.
Found something.
Aha! Thought so.
Found something.
Trap 6 difficulty. What is this? Helig of Thene. What on earth is he doing living down here? Among all the
Hey.
skeletons.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, he's making them. A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like a drowning man. I was just exploring the catacombs. Then go, and thank your gods I'm not hungry. If there's nothing else, be on your way. What are you doing down here? Research, a hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet, as well as an abundant supply of subjects. So what are these creatures behind you? Just a few personal projects, sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. Wow, he's dead? He's quite articulate for a dead man. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but they serve for amusement. Revenants, huh? I remember them. They were not that difficult. That's not stealing. Tarnished locket. Okay.
My eyes are peeled.
Worth a look.
That's also not stealing. Wonder if he's some sort of quest.
Quickly and quietly.
Alright, let's see.
Sure. Found something.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Disarm that. I failed to disarm it.
Found something.
Okay, so I can disarm that one.
Found something.
Oh, this is another way into the same chamber. Okay. A way that's guarded by somewhat nastier traps.
Huh? All right, then.
Well, my hunter is fatigued. That's the last person in the party I would expect to get fatigued, apart from Eder, who I know has tons and tons of athletic skill. Well, when we're done with the catacombs, we'll go and rest in the inn. We've used up almost all of our spells anyway.
A campfire would be good.
Laying low.
Sure.
Let's see, this room is almost certainly guarded by something, whether it be traps or monsters. It's not monsters. The traps? Maybe it's not guarded. I guess it's not. What about this room? Yorn. This small Orland man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to create a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing is smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Hail and well met.
After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. What are you doing down here? I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere else to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in the catacombs much. Not until you, anyway. A sad tale, but not the whole story, I think. What are you hiding? I'm just trying to get by. There's nothing else to it, and if that isn't to your liking, then there's a whole lot of catacombs out there for you to have all to yourself. If you tell me, perhaps I can help. Very well, it's true. I've been hiding from the knights down here, but it isn't what you think. It was an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made the right friends, it would get easier in time. And it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements, of all the things to fight over. And this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he'd had a little too much in at the inn, and I guess he didn't like an Orland talking back at him. I struck him. He came towards me, and I hit him, and he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Turns out he was a knight. The Crucible Knights don't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Please. I just want to get out of this city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble anyone again. I swear it. I'll live quietly. But you can't tell them I'm here. So, he killed a Crucible Knight. So I can help him escape. I can take him prisoner. There must be a reward for his capture. It's not really any of my business. But if he wants to get out of the city, I see no reason not to help him. So here, take the 300 copper. They said you were a kind soul, but I wouldn't have imagined. This will see out of the city and well away. I'm not sure I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use to you in your journey. You have my lasting gratitude, friend. I should get ready. I gained 1,200 experience for giving him The captains far on the nights continue to hunt for him. In the catacombs. Yeah, well, I met him before I met the knights, so his good fortune. +1 crit damage. Who's most likely to get... The most person with the most accuracy is likely to get the most crits. Oh. Let's give them to her. Quite like that, actually. Rabbit fur gloves. Not incredibly useful, but it does kind of make sense that a hunter would have them.
Laying low.
Camping supplies, which I can't take, and lockpicks, which I can. Queen that was and still is. Now this looks interesting. This is what those guys in the ritual were talking about, I think. When you strangled your first wrongdoer, did you see the moment when life became death? Watika forgets nothing. When Watika takes black her throne, you will face her with pride, but when you have held your own oaths, or will you be amongst the word breakers? Vengeance and memory. While she is still in exile, we must be her eyes and ears that let no injustice slip from record. We must be clenched fist that silences the lying breath. When Watika takes back her throne, all of the injustices that have slipped through the cracks of history will be righted. The villains hiding in plain sight amongst the innocent will feel the burned queen's choking grasp. Be ready to see the end of our days without the return of our queen, for she will take back her throne, but it may be our daughters that serve her restored court. Not a very pleasant counting. Right. Camping supplies. Alright, let's push on. Oh, it's another one of these spores, huh? Let's ranged attack it.
Hey.
Dead on! Oh, got it!
Some fermented caribou milk would hit the spot right now.
It's a troll. I don't want to ranged attack that necessarily, but I will pull it.
Hey.
Dead on!
Good.
Those things.
Oh, got it!
Okay.
Hey.
Switch
Yeah.
back to ranged weapons. An attack, but not you. You stay here.
Dead on!
What did it try and do to him here? Wow, Sagani is my ranged attack master, that's for sure. It did something, but whatever it did, it looks like it failed.
Hey.
Troll skin.
Right. Quete silves mito.
Oh, speaking of which.
Eh? Yeah.
It's turning out to be a bigger fight than I originally bargained for. What are you guys attacking? Guess you're attacking that guy. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
You attack me. What is this? Oh, this is the animal companion. What, is he confused? Can't see. Everybody's with their heads cut off here.
Eh?
You give me one of those.
Ha! Got him.
And one of those. And then go back to attacking that.
Yes?
Let's do something like that. Just for fun. Do you have any healing spells left? You have one. The monk, and it looks like these three need it the most.
Not
Not sure how effective that was, but it was fun. We actually killed anything yet? I'm not sure that we have. Let's do that instead. And then you can do that. I actually want to hit out my allies. So let's do that. Nice.
Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, you got knocked down.
Yes.
Out of spells. Okay, do to save my monk there. How are we doing here? One Sporling's down, but Eder is confused. The animal companion's not confused anymore.
Huh?
This is actually not going well at all. Who are you attacking? You're attacking this troll. Well, that troll is almost dead. So go ahead and do that.
Aye?
Well, it worked. But you're taking a ton of damage now.
Huh?
You're not confused anymore, but you went and found more enemies. That's not good.
I'm here.
You're still attacking.
Settle!
Finish him off, please. Jeez.
Hey.
Settle!
That's it!
Yeah.
Give me that. If ever there was, oh, not that, that. Give me that. If ever there was a time for that, it was now. There's like nothing you can really do.
Yeah.
Aye?
You have somehow survived. Why don't you do your Grimoire Slam against the tree? How many hit points does this thing have?
Aye?
Oh, he got that off. That's good.
Yes?
He's also very near getting maimed.
Aye?
I really need to kill this troll.
Lava will be unseated.
Finally.
Point the way.
Alright, what should I go after next? One, two, three, four, five, 6 enemies, and only 4 friendlies, and two of them are almost dead. And
Aye.
mostly we're out of spells.
I'm here.
Alright, I guess we'll try and
How
take
may I
this
help?
troll down. Even though I don't like our chances. Not sure how helpful that was.
Yes?
Do really at this point. Oh, you switch targets. How are you doing?
Yes.
Feeling the strain.
The wizard and the cleric are both down. The hunter is going to be next.
A campfire would be good.
Oh, looks like we're going to lose this one. I forgot to use his abilities. Keeps on getting knocked down. Alright, well, this is going to require a reload. So... looks like my last quick save is back a little way. So, I will replay the parts that I've already played, and then end the episode here. Oh, I guess it wasn't too far back. But I'm still going to end the episode here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Next time we will redo the parts that we missed and then go fight that battle again. And this time we'll be a little bit more cautious about how many things we pull. I think we should still be able to do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider liking the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Pillars of Eternity. Either way, I hope you all have a terrific day.